How to build a low-cost marketing funnel. I have a little case study plus the system that I built around it on a low budget, ready for you. What is the project about? The project itself is a men retreat, which is a mixture of a co-live and a co-working space. This is how it looks, and it's about building a routine in the morning and in the afternoon and working in the middle of the day, and like chilling and then having workshops in the afternoon or at the evening. This is the case. How did I start the funnel? I started the funnel with social media and SEO. So this is how you fill the funnel at the top. Let's take a look at social media, mostly Instagram. I had all kinds of campaigns running. Some were awareness, some were just engagement. Engagement meaning you watch a video, that's engagement when you watch it through. Building on that, I had different ad sets, usually countries where it's cold and loneliness becomes kind of a problem for many men. Age groups were between 25 and 44, and hobbies were like progress, working on your health, working on yourself, those things. Spirituality was also a topic because we meditate. I have built lead forms. That was part of an ad concept, that you have lead forms where you stay on Instagram and Instagram will not send you away, but just collect your data. And Instagram loves that because you stayed on their platform, which is nice. The other way was to click on a link where you end up on the website. And the website itself has a CTA, collecting emails, and the other one is joining. And joining would open a fill out form where you basically answer the same question. Are you an entrepreneur working online or as a freelancer? Should be an as. Yes, no, I'm on the way. Are you willing to invest time and energy into yourself? Yes, and then that's basically it. Then you give your data, and that data is integrated into the CRM. The CRM, I used Brevo. I had those funnels. Fillout is the other tool I'm using, and Fillout gives you all the data for free. It's a little bit like Typeform, but much cheaper and much more prettier than Jotform or Google Forms. And these people have usually high intent because they have been on the page already and dedicated to give me their data. The other one is, and I collected over, let's see, 119 people via this form, a little bit more over another form, and also I collected 16, it says here, but in the actual fill out result page I have 23. Some were duplicates probably, or other reasons why it wasn't collected. The site, I briefly touched on it already, is basically built with the tool called Framer, which is like Figma, has very much the UI and UX as you're used from Figma, and it's super fast in rendering, and you can basically change everything, customize everything. It's between Webflow and WordPress. Well, Webflow is much more complicated and more intricate. It's on the way to Webflow and much more in detail than Squarespace. As you can see here, I have an A and a B side to test. I use Google Analytics for where the traffic is coming from. I paid for Google and I paid for organic. I have way more traffic here on Google. That there's another reason for that, because I accidentally put more budget on it, but the paid ads, I could do much more with them. My CRM is Brevo. I had two funnels. Both funnels were working with a brochure. This is the brochure where you receive a PDF with all the information that you need about the event, the location, and the price. The price point was $580, which is very little for a whole week of program. There was food included, there was a routine included. Routine consists of meditation and workout in the morning or yoga, something like that. Also, community in the afternoon, games, workshops, etc. And the automation runs like this so that people partake in the program. They join via email or via the leads on Facebook, and then they receive their brochure plus an email. That email is an invitation to read the brochure and to jump on a call with me. So we select only the people that are fitting for this program. Yeah, this is Meta. What else do we have? This is the site. The leads. The leads were running into Google Sheets and Brevo, as I just mentioned, and also the leads were integrated, automated forward via Zapier, which is crazily expensive. Then Make is much better, much cheaper too. Pabbly is really a very well working integration. I can highly recommend, and Integrately also super well working. Those were the leads. Automation, integration. The results. I cancelled the second retreat because of a lack of quality leads. I had the data, but these people didn't convert. I used email automation and I used WhatsApp automation, but unfortunately, it was not leading to a conversion into a call, not in all cases, and the cases that finalized into calls didn't always convert into a payment. So I canceled the second retreat. I had made some great learnings. One was timing. This business is very much timing dependent. Second is location. Super important. You have to have a location that is known. So you take away risk because this was kind of remote, a very remote place. So you have to have a car, you have to have a flight. So a lot of logistics coming up. That was also a giant burden. And the last one is social media needs to be fed. I fed social media with a lot of editing, a lot of videos, but the algorithm needs to pick you up and needs to grow organically until you have a very higher number, and then you can use paid ads. Paid, I got thousands of views on these videos, but organically it's a different story. So these three are my takeaways. Otherwise, the setup is super budget friendly. Brevo is for free at that level. Google is for free. Pre-render is super important because it pre-renders your client rendered site like Framer is doing, so it makes it available to crawlers. I also use CDN with a worker to facilitate the loading time. Fillout is for free on that level, and Make and Pabbly are also for free. The only one I used was Pabbly. For 10 euros you can automate 2,500 tasks, and that is a very good price. All right, this is my take. I hope you learned a little bit of it and don't make the same mistakes, and maybe use the same tech stack. If you have any questions, come back to me. I would love to answer.